What's up, guys? It's Leroy Jenkins here for another video, an NYSP video, I guess an NYPD video, and a story time video all combined into one video, and that is this NYPD video. And this is about two people, two amazing sergeants of the LASD. So, if you are listening to this, anybody in the LASD, then maybe you'll know who they are. If you don't, then you don't. If you do, then you do. But they are Sergeant Hernandez and Sergeant Preston. But anywho, without further ado, let me go ahead and in honor of Sergeant Hernandez and Sergeant Preston, I'll be getting a Tahoe and riding around in said Tahoe. Because if you saw my community post, which all you have to do to see is click on the channel and then click community. The same way you click on the channel and then you can click videos and you can see all the videos I posted. You gotta click community. You can see the pictures I post as well, where I usually go out, riding for at least 2 hours a day, looking around for cop cars and other emergency services to post. Keeps me healthy, keeps you guys entertained, also keeps me entertained with the stuff that I happen to find. Such as a couple weeks ago, maybe even 1 week ago, I don't know. I found this scene at what's it called? At a food saver. I think it was like a food saver or something like that, where there was a big old bunch of sheriff cars, and the fire department was there, and there was the ambulance there as well, and all that stuff. And all that was because I went out and rode around for a couple hours, and boom, I saw a Los Angeles County, paramedic truck going code 2 down the road, because once again, it was late at night, so they don't go code 3. They're not trying to wake anybody up. And I just followed it for the most part, even though I basically lost track of it for a while. And then bam, found that whole scene. And that's basically what I do every day, Some days there's nothing. Other days there's tons of things. And, the days where there's tons of things, they make up for the days when there's nothing. And today, or not today, but a couple days ago, as you saw, I posted the two old and new. Officer Preston was in the old Tahoe from like a 2015 maybe, because it wasn't this new. It was the old version with the old halogen lights, because this has LED lights in it. And Sergeant Preston was in the old Tahoe, and Sergeant Hernandez was in the new one. And if you actually go ahead and look back, like I think last week, I actually have a picture of Sergeant Hernandez giving me a little thumbs up out the side of the window. I'll see if I can put it up on the screen for you. Hopefully I can, without breaking my editing software. Because the last time I did one of these and had to include pictures, the software said no thank you, and it completely just bricked itself. So hopefully, here's hoping I'm actually able to put a picture on the screen. Jesus. My phone today is not the day to have an iPhone, because my goodness, all the alerts going off, all the alarms I keep forgetting to turn off. Today is not the day. But anywho, is my volume off? My volume is not working. I just realized that. I hope it's working for you guys. Otherwise, this is going to be a very quiet video. Just saying. Let's see. He got the guy. All right, we're going to go ahead and just leave here then. You know what? How many Mafia members are there? I can just know there is 0. So I don't even know what they were doing. But anywho, let me actually check the cat to see if there's anything going on. Gas station. Why is there always a gas station robbery? Who knows? But anywho, I should probably talk about the amazing encounter I had with Sergeant Preston and Sergeant Hernandez. Well, Sergeant Hernandez already had a couple brownie points from the first interaction, as you saw, where he gave me a little thumbs up for all of you guys, so I could post it on the channel. And because of his one thumbs up, there have been plenty of officers where I'm like, hey, the Sarge gave me a thumbs up a couple of days ago, and they're like, shoot, I'll give you a thumbs up too. And boom, that's how you got that LASD Explorer with the deputy inside giving me a thumbs up, all because of Sergeant Hernandez. So he's kind of starting a trend here of, giving little thumbs up at the camera. You don't have to, but I would say I recommend it if you do happen to stumble upon me and you are an LASD deputy. I would recommend giving a little thumbs up to the camera so that all the people at home can say, wow, this is pretty cool. You know, increase recruiting, all that great stuff that comes with great public image. But yes, Officer Hernandez, amazing. Officer Preston, also pretty gosh darn good. He used the reason why the door was actually open. And I don't know if you can actually see him in the picture, but he is short, baldish. And I actually called the sheriff headquarters to give a commemoration or to praise, basically, Officer Hernandez, or Sergeant Hernandez. And I don't know why I keep telling them officers when they're sergeants. You know, they earned their rank. I should call them by their rank, and I apologize for not, calling them out of rank. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I actually called the Sheriff's Department headquarters to commemorate them and praise them for their amazing work. Because I believe that, if you do something bad, you should get punished for it. But if you do something good, you should also get the consequences for that, No good deed should go unnoticed. Same thing with any bad deed. Can't go unnoticed. The only times really that people really, when they call the sheriffs, they're not having a very good day at that time, They don't call them so they can have a chat and they can, have fun. They call them because something bad is happening. And there's a bad person usually that they need removed from wherever they are. Whether they're the bad person that's feeling guilty for what they did, or they're, somebody else is getting harmed. You don't call the cops because you're having a good time. So I just felt like, the only time, most of the, if they ever do traffic stuff, they get so many complaints. If they ever do, all the traffic cops, they get plenty of complaints. So that's what I'm looking for, the next time. Like I saw the LASD guy on a motorcycle, I think a couple days ago, posted a picture of him. I wasn't even really able to talk to him, but I usually like to ask, the deputies and anybody who, I'm taking a picture of, if they would be fine in the picture, and most of them say yes. However, it seems that I'm just going to combine these two into one video, because I really was kind of, down and, out when earlier that day, before I talked to Officer Preston and Sergeant Hernandez, I was really down and out because I went, with day shift, and I actually have a police scanner, and I'm like, oh man, there's a call, and I'm like, I rushed, dude. I was like a firefighter. The way I put my pants on, belt on, my jacket on that I ride with, dude, I was moving fast. Socks, everything. I literally just changed, I changed clothes within like 30 seconds. It was like boom, 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 boom. Got on the bike. I'm out here, just out here riding fast. It's not as fast as I've ever ridden, but it was pretty gosh darn fast, dude. I was trying to get there quick because they're in cars and I'm on a bike. And by the time I actually got to the, to the scene, there were, I think, 2 deputy cars. And, I showed up. I was like, hey, do you mind if I just took a picture of the cars? You guys don't even have to do anything. I don't say anything. All I say is, hey, do you mind just me taking a picture of the cars? It's for my YouTube channel, so on and so forth. It's for you guys. And they're like, no, thank you. Not right now. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. They're on a call, so, I could get it. Maybe it's for the privacy of inmates or so on and so forth. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, shoot, man. They were in such a perfect condition. And, like I said, in a previous, episode, you don't really have to ask them to take the picture because, like I said, they're public servants. But I feel like they still at least deserve some, amount of privacy and control over their own lives, of them getting pictures put. Because you wouldn't want just some random person, taking pictures of you. That wouldn't be, without your consent. That wouldn't be nice. I mean, you can still do it. They can legally take pictures of you, but that's not the point. The point isn't legally, it's morally. You don't want some random person just taking pictures of you while you're on your job, while you're doing whatever you're doing. So yeah, that's why I asked. And then I went to the station, or went by one of the stations, and I was like, oh man, I got a picture of a sheriff car parked, or 2 of them parked, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. I went around, saw an unmarked Crown Vic. You guys will also be seeing this later today, hopefully. And I asked them, hey, can I take a picture of you? They sounded pretty much like they were giving me the response of we're legally able to, but they didn't actually say that you legally have the right to. I mean, like, some of these people are, they love to do stuff down to the book and stuff with the rights. You can take a picture of us, but they sounded the most dry of the most, like, sure, man, just go ahead. Night shift, man. The night shift is absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna say that, man. Day shift and night shift is, like they say, night and day with the comparison. Night shift, I mean, they're flipping them. They're great. Maybe because they don't have anything to do, for the most part. Other days, some days it'll just be absolutely crowded and you can just hear it on the radio. But for the most part, I mean, there's not a lot of crime happening in that area. So there's really not much for them to do other than sit around all night, And so, yeah, that's what it is, But day shift, man, they are just, whew. It's like they want to go home. It's like, I wish my shift was over. Why are you talking to me? I was getting those type of vibes of, sir, why are you talking to me? Just take the picture and leave. Those were the vibes. They didn't say that. They didn't say just take the picture and leave. But, the aura they were giving off, the based on the tone of voice, based on, how they were, how their posture, all this other stuff. Ooh, a mafia member. Let's go ahead and take this guy out real fast. Look at that. He's about to rob the gas station. So for all you guys saying, they're doing nothing, don't shoot them. Yeah, why do you think? My man, oh, no, not today. Come here. Nope. Not today. Oh, where's he going? And, oh, I missed. Ready? Boom. Oh, I missed again. All right. But oh, man. But anyway, yeah. Day shift. I asked the people in the unmarked Crown Vic. They said, sure. I took the picture, was on my way. Just like that. 30 seconds. Boom, boom. And then I saw two sheriff deputies talking to each other. One was facing one way, one was facing the other way. They're in front of the station. I'm like, oh, man. That's like the perfect picture opportunity. I'm like, hey, can I just take a picture of the two cars? I never asked to take a picture of them. I don't ask to take a picture of the people. I asked to take a picture of the car. If they want to be in it, they can. But, I'm not here to take pictures of them. They have the right to privacy, like I've been saying. But, yeah, I asked if I can take a picture of the car. They can just sit in. The windows are tinted out. You can't really, the only thing you're going to see is maybe a figure of a head, if even that. Because, windows are pretty heavily tinted. And anyway, it's going to be a back and front window. So, yeah, for the most part, you're not really going to be seeing them. And so, yeah, they're like, no. And basically, they were just giving me a runaround of, you asked him. And then the other guy kind of scooted forward with his car. And then he's like, oh, no, you should ask him. And it's basically just a runaround of you keep asking the other guy while I scoot my car forward, inch it forward until we basically just drive away. And at that point, I was like, dude, are you kidding me? And it really man, it hurt my heart, man, to just have the people you look up to just be like that. It's like, you could have just said no thank you or something like that. And they did after they were like basically half a parking lot away from each other. And I was like, do you want to get in the picture or not or what? And he's like, no thank you. I'm like, dude, you could have just said that from the start instead of keep inching away. And, I know I'm not, giving, you may not feel it, based on how I'm saying it, how I'm describing, but I'm just, concise, being concise, short to the point. And that is the reason why, later that night, I was like, day shift and night shift are completely different. I had to test that theory. So I went out again. And that's when I saw Sergeant Hernandez, Sergeant Preston. Amazing. They wanted to talk. They wanted to talk to me. They were flipping them. They were happy they were, great. They were great for this picture, man. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And they're like, oh, sure, man, take the picture. So on. They're flipping amazing, above and beyond. After having that, after having, my hopes and dreams completely crushed by those people during the evening shift around like 4 o'clock p.m., I was like, man, the night shift has restored my faith in the night shift. Because, I'm not going to say, oh, all of the sheriffs are bad because of what two people did. No. I'm not even going to say the whole day shift is bad because of what two people did. Because the day shift was pretty okay. The morning seems to be when they're the kindest. Because like I said, I get a couple more pictures in the morning. I don't usually do stuff during like the afternoon part of the hey, afternoon part of the day. But yeah, dude, that is just whew. Sergeant Hernandez and Sergeant Preston, you completely saved face of the sheriff's department. If it wasn't for me meeting you guys, hey, my man, you're gonna have to get lit up real quick. But yeah, if it wasn't for you, man, I would have gone to bed just completely just sad, man. Because, you know, I would look up to these people and they're just, nah, no thank you, you know. It's like, man, I'm like, whew. You could have just said no. It just completely just shut down all the hopes and dreams. You could have just said no. You know, that was the second time in a row. Because most of the time they're like, sure. You know, they'll either step out of the shot or they'll just get in their car and, they'll just be fine, you know. But these two, man, whew, they were something else. And it's not, I'm not even mad. I'm just sad, man. It really just broke my heart. You know, that was really sad to me. You couldn't just, say no, move on. You just have to do some runaround, like some sort of comedy bit to try to get rid of me, basically. That's what it was. I'm like, they honestly, because of those guys, made me want to pull out that legal card of the next person I talk to, I can legally take a picture of you, so on and so forth. Or not even just ask, just take it. The next time, that's what I was feeling. But you know what? I saw them again, Sergeant Hernandez again, and I kind of recognized the car, and I was like, hey, is that Sergeant Well, I didn't know his name at the time because I completely forgot. But hey, is that Sergeant Hernandez? And then I was like, I just remembered the face. Is that the Sergeant Hernandez guy? So I went into the parking lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's actually him. And I just asked again, can I take a picture of both of the car? Once again, two sheriffs talking to each other. Same thing, except, they're in different, they're not facing different ways. They're facing the same way this time. Same thing, two sheriffs talking to each other. They were flipping ecstatic. They were happy, man. They looked at the channel. They were doing all this stuff. And they were completely, man, if they should be, the face of the sheriff's office, that would be amazing. They are absolutely amazing people. So big ups to you guys, Sheriff's Sergeant Hernandez and Sheriff's Sergeant Preston. But anywho, that is the end of the story time. Sorry for it being a bit long. But if you guys enjoyed the video, wait. We have to do the merch shoutouts. For anybody who got the merch, and not only got the merch, but actually wore the merch, because plenty of people get it, but they don't actually wear it in the game. They forget about it. So let's go ahead and check it out here, see who got the merch. If anybody even is wearing the merch, let's see. Because I saw a guy earlier, but he might be gone. And that's kind of sad, because I was trying to hurry it up. I'm like, shoot, I see this guy wearing the merch, man. I got to get through this. And then let's see if he's still here so I can give him a shout out. Because I completely forgot his name because I was setting up all the recording stuff. He's not wearing the merch. No, nobody's wearing the merch. Well, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with all your friends. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Or maybe even later today with a bonus video. Alright. Bye, guys.